So, 2:03. Good little late start to my day. 3 minutes. You can't always be on time, but, like most days for me, being the productive member of society that I am, the contributor that I am, 2 p.m. on a Monday, it's a good time to start for my day. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Doing good, nice. Before you get into anything else, I already know what you want to get into. You're thinking that there's a chance that I forgot what I want to get into in this podcast, as if I don't remember exactly how we ended last night's conversation. Saying, we should talk about it tomorrow.
I did. That's why I was surprised you wanted. I was surprised you wanted to start this immediately, and I kept saying you sure don't want to relax for me because I thought we needed to get into the specifics.
I said this a while ago. The second the light hits red, when guys are like, when I get angry, all I see is red. Okay. You talk to my friend. You can talk shit about me. Talk with my friends. I'll fucking kill you. Okay, those same guys who say, when I get angry, I just see red, man, and I'm blind, and all I see is red. It's like that's what. Hey, when I see that red record button, I'm like, man, all I see is red. Let's fucking record. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Also, though, this is a good catch. Do you see how low you have my volume right now?
No.
You don't notice that? I'm gonna
oh, yeah. Well, I did not do that, dude.
So, hopefully that first minute was at least somewhat people could hear it. I don't know. Robbie apparently tried to sabotage me today. He's like, yeah, no. I'll set up the equipment. And then coincidentally, the second microphone, that volume looks pretty steady, but the volume 1 microphone, let's put that on about 0.
First off, you speak so loud that my microphone picks you up regardless.
Yeah.
Second of all, if that happened that way, that was just fate thinking you need the
yeah, Robbie. You remember that guy I said earlier when he sees red? Okay, don't fuck with me. All right. Before we get into the Bobby Lee drama, before we get into that, I did want to mention when I was waking up today, right? I'm scrolling. You know, I come across a clip of
what's that?
Theo Von clips, right? I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't really watch them that much, but whatever. Let's see what the clip's about. Theo Von clip. Do you want to hear the title?
Sure.
Take a guess. What do you think the topic is? It's topical, I guess.
The Bobby Lee drama.
No. Theo on why our society has school shooters. And I was like, what, 9 minutes and 29 seconds? Yeah, because when I think of comedy, I'm like, you know what? I love to hear what this comedian has to say about the epidemic of school shooters. And I'm like, well, we got a lot of them. We're shooting all right. It's like, nice, man. Nice contribution.
How long is it? 9 minutes?
9.5 minutes of Theo. I'm not gonna watch it because no. Under no circumstances am I gonna watch a comedian talk about school shootings.
I hear his voice in my head, and I heard the root there, but as soon as I tried to say it, it came out entirely incorrect.
I know, man. You ain't fair at all.
Before we get to the good stuff, speaking of, it came out of my mouth and it came out wrong.
Ugh.
When there was an impression I did recently, I forget what it was, but we were watching the TV. I noticed how they moved their lips. I mimicked only their lip movement. I sounded exactly like them.
Here's a little fun fact.
It feels
That's
really
good.
good.
How impressions work.
Yeah, I realized. I only realized that the other day.
Not many people know this, but when people are doing impressions, it's actually it's not just a thing they do. It's like, oh, let me match that person's movement of their mouth and tongue to create those noises that they're doing. You know,
the revelation made me feel
pretty crazy,
spectacular.
But I'm glad. Did it feel as spectacular as when you manically said that you did a perfect impression of Butters and then realized you don't do a perfect impression of Butters? That was your subconscious that happened?
Yeah. Should I share?
Yeah, but that you're a fucking mental patient.
I've been saying for weeks that I cannot remember my dreams at all, and I've been blaming it on the copious amounts of dope that I've been doping. So just not even intentionally, I just happen to have been simmering down with the amount I'm smoking.
Simmer down.
And also in the last couple of nights now, I'm remembering my dreams, and we've been watching South Park again. And the other day we started watching South Park, and Butters said something, and I wanted to then repeat it to Alex to show how good my impression was. And I caught myself before I could say anything. Like, wait, I can't do Butters' impression.
I have no idea how to do this whatsoever.
And I was like, why do I think I can do Butters all of a sudden?
You were almost like a young boy in Long Island. You done over there, Skippy? You're almost like a young boy in Long Island who wanted to run before he could walk and hopped on a bike without the training wheels yet put onto it and rolled down a giant driveway, down a giant cul-de-sac, crashed into the curb and flipping into a bush.
That never happened to me.
Happened to me, actually. That was me. That's a story about me, actually.
I didn't know that happened.
I know you're thinking, how did I get here? That's me right there on the bike. That's what my life was like, actually. Yeah, it was funny. It was Uncle Dave and Dad. They built me that. Remember that little blue bike I used to have? That little blue bitch bike with the green accents?
Yeah, vaguely.
Dude, first thing on that thing, I went flying into Connor's. I went flipping off the fucking whatever those border bricks that are on a street are called. There should be a specific name for those particular bricks. There probably is.
The curb.
No, not really the curb.
It's the curb.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think a curb?
So curb your enthusiasm is those little bricks of your enthusiasm.
No, I'm not actually sure what the context of curb your enthusiasm means. I always thought it was curve your enthusiasm because I'm an idiot. So the fact that you just said now curb, it actually clicked for me.
Interesting.
But anyways, the butters
thing
now.
Let's make you feel better. Our fucking idiot of a mother. I had a Curb Your Enthusiasm clip on. She's like, isn't that guy who is that guy? That guy's he's I'm like Larry David. She's like,
no.
Yeah, isn't he from didn't he
right?
He's from something. I'm like, created Seinfeld. She's like oh my god, I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god, I'm having a heart attack. I'm gonna actually have a heart attack. Stop talking. And she's like, I said Seinfeld. She's like, I thought Jerry Seinfeld created Seinfeld.
It's called Seinfeld, not David.
Not David. Can you imagine David if Seinfeld had if they decided Bill his show runs when his last name was also a first name, so it made no sense calling it that. Also, don't you even think like you know what's surprising about Seinfeld? The fact that they didn't go the Jerry Seinfeld show for that.
Yeah, that actually is a really good call on their part.
Yeah, very good call that someone said,
fucking stupid.
Let's not do that thing every other show does. And it's even funny that Michael Richards, pre-Cadillac donations, fucking went ahead and had a TV show called The Michael Richards Show, so he didn't even think, maybe I should just call it something else.
Richards.
Yeah, Richards. Everyone's... everyone loves Kramer. He should get his own show. What if we do it where... And we'll get half the guys of Seinfeld come on, but what if we just try really hard not to make it Seinfeld? I don't know.
Wasn't it supposed to be like kind of a drama at first? And
I think it was supposed to be like Columbo.
Yeah, right? But then because it's Kramer, they just said, no, it's got to be Kramer. And like by episode 2, it's just Kramer.
And it's funny too because the mom's like, oh, he created fucking Seinfeld. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, wow. And I was like, yeah. And then she was saying that, and then blah, 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 blah.
I got family in Denver.
Pretty much.
He created it.
And then I was like, yeah, he's George, and his real neighbor is Kramer. And Mom's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, George Costanza is based on Larry David. She's like, I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah, everything that happens to George.
I see it, though. That's
fine. Everything that you don't have to see it. This isn't an opinion. I'm not giving you. I'm not saying, guys. I think after years of research that there's a real kinship between the parallels of George and Larry just straight up says, or George says that, or I guess, fine, I'll be respectful. Jason Alexander says that George is Larry David, and like the story with the episode when George chews out his boss and then like tells him you're a fucking asshole, blah blah blah. Probably says something different on CBS or whatever, and then he quits. And then he goes home and realizes, fuck, I just quit my job. And he just goes back in Monday and pretends it was a bit.
Oh, no, I kind of do remember that.
Yeah, that happened to Larry David. That's what Larry David did on SNL. Apparently he was working there for like 2 months. Not even 2 months. It was like his first month of working there, and not one of his sketches made it on the show yet. So he lost his goddamn mind. You're all fucking assholes. This is a fucking stupid show. Why the fuck you even hire me? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you. And he left. And so the second he went home, he sat down. He's like, well, there's a year's salary. That's going to be a tough one to pull. And then Kramer walked in. Like, why don't you just say it was a joke? You didn't actually mean to quit.
Just saying it wasn't you.
Just saying it wasn't you. All right. And then he went in the following week and said it wasn't him. But no, he went in there and was like, and then the guy's like, didn't you quit? He's like, I was kidding. What are you talking about? I didn't quit. And they were like, okay.
Yeah, so...
my point is Larry David is George Costanza, and Larry David's real life roommate, like David Kramer,
His name's not Cosmo Kramer. Their real name is David.
No, they
Kramer.
just changed Cosmo. And apparently, Larry David was really like, can we just please change it from anything else? Just do not have a Kramer and Jerry was like, I don't know, Kramer's a pretty good name. That sounds right to me when I hear it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't, just please, for the love of God, change it to something else. Like, I don't know, man, Kramer. People are gonna like Kramer.
Yeah, really.
And then Larry David says, if we do this, that cocksucker's never gonna let it go. And then he never let it go. He still runs to this day like a tour where you want to meet the real Kramer? He's just been profiting off it for the last 40 years. And then Jerry Seinfeld was like, yeah, we probably should change his name, but it is what it is.
But his name's not Cosmo Kramer, that guy, is it?
No, but his last name is Kramer, and everyone calls him Kramer.
Oh, God.
And he lives in New York City, and he's been profiting for the last 30 years doing tours. Hey, you want to meet the real Kramer?
Does he look like him at all, or is this just no resemblance or anything?
He acts like him, apparently.
Oh, really?
He's the character's based on him.
Yeah, but I mean, how much of that character is based on an actual
Remove
person,
the physicality aspect. Like the craziness of like apparently like always walking into the apartment unasked and just taking stuff out of the fridge. And, like,
So just Kramer subdued.
or like you know that scene when he walks into the house and like he just he goes into fucking Jerry's fridge and Jerry's just staring at him. George is staring at him and he turns around, he jumps and he's holding like mustard, meat, cheese, and tomatoes. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I need a sandwich. Like, do you have any? I have the bread. Like that part. That's what the guy was like apparently.
That's hilarious.
But it's funny. Later, David's like, this guy's gonna bleed us dry for this. He's gonna constantly say, I'm the real Kramer. I'm the real Kramer. I'm the real Kramer. That's what he's been doing. But
That's so funny. Was he ever in Seinfeld at all?
I don't think so. I don't think Larry David liked him. It's always funny when people are fucking assholes like that, you know? But now we're 10 minutes, and I guess we can get into the Bobby Lee stuff.
Wait, I never got to my Butters thing.
Oh yeah, my bad, man. I spun off into Seinfeld.
So I thought that, and we'll save it for the next episode.
No, say it.
No, that'd be funny if the next episode just starts off with me saying the punchline.
No, say it. Say it now.
I said, so I had a dream the other night where you and I were just hanging out as we usually do, smoking as we usually do. And then I just whipped out this awesome Butters impression. Like, dude, how'd you do that? I was like, I don't know, dude. It just also made sense to me. And then I woke up under the impression that actually happened a couple of days ago. And I wanted to talk to you about it last night. Only to remember that it never happened.
You could have been like, you would have been really close a week ago, right? About maybe a little less?
I thought it was 2 days ago.
Okay, fine, Robbie. 2 days ago. I'm sorry.
Happened or the dream you mean?
The dream.
Oh, like a week ago.
Yeah. So why couldn't you have been proactive for this hot cast and been like, I'm going to actually perfect the Butters impression during the week to then surprise Ross, to surprise Alex, like, actually, I do have that. I was pranking you the whole time.
That would have been pretty cool, actually.
Why didn't you do that, man?
I better behave myself.
Wow.
Right?
I stand corrected.
Right?
You did exactly what I didn't think you had to pull all week long just to pull that one out.
Could do it.
That's very impressive, man.
Did you think it was me? Or did you think I hit play?
I thought you hit play on Sam and Kate with Dustin Hoffman on the Roku channel and Sissy Spacek, who's somehow not dead yet, by the way. Not to be a dick, but you're telling me Sam Shepard died 20 years ago and Sissy Spacek's still kicking?
Who's the guy's name? I'm sorry.
Sam Shepard, the father in Bloodline. You ever see Matthew McConaughey react to his death? He's genuinely sad, but since he's McConaughey, he doesn't know how to process emotion. So he's like, oh, whoa, that's crazy.
Why do you respond to that guy's death?
It is a movie. I think that movie where McConaughey is like in the fucking forest, like covered in dirt as a homeless guy.
Oh, mud.
I think the father of the boys in that, or the grandfather of the boys in that, who are helping him is Sam Shepard in that movie.
Isn't the creator of Yellowstone in that movie as well? He's one of the kids in it, right?
The creator of Yellowstone?
Yeah, he's one of the kids in that.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Taylor, Ty Sheridan, yeah. It's crazy that the guy who created Yellowstone also is an X-Men. And
Ready Player One.
The Forger. John Travolta's greatest movie ever made.
You talk about that a lot, actually.
Yeah, because anyone who's listening, who's being an active listener, they would have heard me say The Forger, John Travolta's greatest movie ever made. So of course, I talk about it all the time.
Yeah, but I always forget it exists. So the
when people say like, what are your favorite John Travolta movies? You know, most casual fans are like, oh, dude, Grease, fucking Pulp Fiction.
Mine's.
I'm always like Battle Earth, Look Who's Talking,
Staying Alive,
Perfect, Staying Alive,
Battle Earth.
What other dumb fucking... dude, I was gonna fucking... This isn't even the right title at all. First off, what's that dumb movie with Old Dogs? Is that Robin Williams and him?
Yeah, I think it's
Remember how Robin Williams had RV?
Yeah.
I almost said, what's that Robin Williams movie? Hard R? What's that Robin Williams movie he did before he died? Angriest Man in Brooklyn. No. I think it was Hard R.
Didn't he do that dumb Christmas movie with... Joe
McHale. Yeah, he's like, I'm thinking about killing myself in the next year. I might as well go out with a bang.
Give myself a reason to do it.
And then his suicide note, contrary to popular belief about, saying like how he was like, no, this is what I have to do, blah, blah, blah. And it's actually just 2 words, Joe McHale. Hey guys, special guest on the podcast, Joe Rogan.
I did the laugh before. I have to get other Joe Roganisms in there.
Yeah, man. I was thinking also, we should start doing? We should just quit our jobs.
Thinking about it all day, dude.
Every day, all day, every day. Quit our jobs. Commit to this for the next 3 months so much where we're doing like...
5 a day.
5 a day? I was going to say like...
Actually, that'd be ridiculous because then we'd be fucking 6 years ahead for no reason.
I was going to say we should do fucking 12 a week.
That makes way more sense.
We do 12 a week.
We can start doing 2 a day.
2 a day, 1 on the weekends.
Ooh,
1 Saturday, 1 Sunday,
spicy.
2 through Monday through Friday.
And if those of you who are...
After 3 months... Think about that. Hold on. Let's just do... Let's do simple math for a second.
I got some math to come up with.
7... What?
I have math to continue off of this when you're done.
If we do 7 episodes a week, no, if we do half-hour episodes, 14 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is
7 hours worth of content.
Yeah, per week.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking tight.
4 weeks in a month, it's 28 hours. We're doing 28 hours times trace. We're doing 28 thrice.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be a little growth there to see something. I'm thinking we do that, some streaming, some side hustles, and we just stop working for a fucking bumbling buffoon. That's my opinion.
See, continue to offer that math. It's interesting, but 60%
What if we just do
of
this? How
you...
about this, right? This could be a viral clip. What if we just call him right now and say, we quit on the cast?
I'm going to have a heart attack. I can't do that yet. I got to make sure we're actually committed to this idea first, and then I can do it. I can't do it.
All right, guys, for anyone's listening, you know, they always say that to make great strides in humanity takes a big step. And you know what stops that most of the time? Is people holding you back.
Yeah, let me...
He owes you money?
Yeah, I didn't get paid for
Where's my money, Lebowski?
Anyways, 60% of you, thank you for being like a pussy in front of everybody. I appreciate
Anytime,
that.
man.
We both seemed so cool for a second. You said, nope, I got Mr. Rob. That's like the biggest fucking pussy in the room. Speaking of numbers, though, 60% of you aren't subscribed. And you guys probably have noticed this.
If you can do me a huge favor and just hit the subscribe button. According to my metrics, 97.8% of you are not subscribed to the channel. Don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm a fucking pussy begging for it all the time, like a goddamn greedy slut.
There's some serious growth that happens.
Because everyone always says, what's the best way to get a girl to like you?
Beg.
Throw yourself at her, mercilessly beg, fucking have her view you as less than an equal. Obsess over her. You know, really torment them. That's the statement for this episode, guys. You want to get a girl to like you? Fucking. Yeah. It's that you remember that where it's like if the girl blocks you, it means she wants to see you in person. You know, it's one of those kind of things. Just really, really cower for them, cower for success.
Or if they're like really
anything else you want to say over there, Joe?
What if they're really good at comedy?
We should honestly instead of you incorporating that into your
daily life.
Yeah, into your vernacular or whatever, into your idiosyncrasies. I think instead we should finally just program those goddamn 8 beautiful colored buttons on the Roadcaster.
That's a good idea.
And we should just have a and everyone's like, oh my god, they actually have Joe Rogan just listening on their podcast.
That'd be that'd be fucking sweet. Oh my god, we gotta take a couple of things he says, like especially when instead of me doing that shitty laugh, when we say something, we'll have his laugh.
Hey Jimmy, pull that up for a second. And
yeah, it's fucking great. It's great. Fucking great.
But imagine if he was funny. Like, imagine if he just killed that comedy.
Dude, we gotta do that'd be hilarious. We should get a couple of presets of different. Like we should get like some Tom Segura's in there, get some Burts. We should get some Brendan Schraubs, get some Bobby Lee's.
And some Bobby Lee's. Yeah. That's racist. They refer to all Asians as Bobby Lee's.
Hey, that's not even the context in which I said it.
That's so fucking racist. And I guess nice segue back to Bobby Lee.
Roll the damn clip. I'm taking that guy's bit.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Fuck that guy.
Roll the goddamn clip.
No, I don't even. For the amount of time you think that for anyone's listening to things, God, these guys are fucking losers. They must listen to these podcasts. They must just sit in a fucking room and just listen to all these fucking dumb comedian podcasts. Like, no, guys, I'm even a bigger loser than that. I don't listen to any of those podcasts. I just watch people who do drama channels talk about the drama on those podcasts. That's the kind of guy I am.
It's actually hilarious. We don't watch those podcasts. We watch the clips that other people upload to the podcast.
You think I've ever sat down in my entire fucking life and said, let's see what Tiger Belly's up to today. Let's see what the fighter and the kid are up to today. No, I don't do that.
Actually, hold on a second. We gotta cut this and. The next bit's on the Patreon, guys. So
yeah.
Hear the rest of this conversation.
Hey guys, I just want to get. Here's our bet DSI. We're going to the Patreon the second half of this episode. Everyone, just tune into the Patreon.
But first, we gotta go through the ad read. These guys actually wrote it like they thought.
I fucking love that Shane's. You know, if you want to do Patreon exclusives, go for it. What?
That was great. You don't even care.
My bad, man. It is what it is. If you want to fucking, make money. Whatever, pursuit of happiness, go right for it.
At least be honest about it.
Not even that. I understand, doing, all right, we're going to do one episode this week on free, and we're going to do one for the Patreon. How about when you're doing part 1 and part 2 and part 3 and part 4 of the same interview, maybe don't split up that way behind a paywall.
What I don't understand is why it can't just be we have the regular episode and we have the special episodes for Patreon.
Why does it be half and half?
Why does it have to be split in the middle? That's fucking stupid.
I guess they're just trying to blue ball and...
Guys, in Tier 1, you get to join the
Blue
Discord.
Tube people.
Blue True people, is that what you said?
No, Blue Ball and Blue Tube.
Nice. I
didn't
get the Blue Tube mental. Yeah, now I get it. It's pretty good.
So men have balls.
Oh.
Oh. All right. Ready?
Horatio, 3 sizes: small, medium, long. Sorry, that guy's by far my stinkiest student. This next guy, he's a real protege. He made a party sub. Hector, where's the party sub? I went to SU. Stanford
sandwich.
University. Subway University.
Oh, I know someone there. Did you know a JD?
No, I don't. He sounds like a really cool guy.
Never heard such a name.
I mean, now, honestly, we want to get in the Bobby Lee stuff, but now it's like we're already 20 minutes in. So we might as well just get to the next episode and just talk for a little bit.
Yeah, the Patreon episode.
Yeah, the Patreon episode, guys. Go to the Patreon to hear what... Yeah, guys. You know what we should start doing? We should start titling each episode only what's on the Patreon. Everyone's like, that's weird. They said they were going to talk about the Holocaust, and they never talked about it. Go to the Patreon.
That's good. It's like clickbait. Everyone's going to go to the Patreon, then nothing's going to be there.
Or we'll be like, you know what we'll do?
But they're going to forget to unsubscribe.
You know what we should do? Because, apparently, all we need to do to get... Hold on, let me fact check the number. I don't want to speak out of turn here. Apparently, all we need to do to get 531,000 views in 4 days is Theo on why our society has school shooters. That's all we need to do.
So just title this.
500,000 people. I guess Theo is, but yeah, Theo. We'll title it Theo on why school shooters are in America. And everyone's like,
the exact
Theo
same title
Vaughn's not
as
in this.
That's
that could be an option.
That's
Everyone's always
hilarious.
saying, like, use those hashtags or whatever on YouTube.
That's great, yeah.
Why don't we
what
just
was the
start
number?
completely stealing? Like, why don't we just change our profile picture with the JRE experience, and we change our name? You know, like when people fuck with, like a hacker or whatever, or someone who's like doing some shady shit will have it where it's like they bought the domain name, but they use like the Russian A instead of the American A, so it's technically different. It's not actually the same domain name. People can get tricked to going onto it. Why don't we just steal? Here's an idea.
I got a better idea.
Why don't we just steal everything of Joe Rogan's and plagiarize it? And then you're thinking, well, that can't work out. Like, well, actually, it can work. Okay. So, okay. It can actually work until it doesn't. 'Cause think about it this way, right? Joe Rogan's the biggest podcast in the world.
Yeah.
For him to realize that we're stealing from him, we're going to have to be pretty big ourselves.
Sure, it's going to take
At
a
that
while.
point, we'll just pivot.
That's a good
That's
point.
what all great tech companies do. So we just steal. Exactly. We'll just it's like what's that? What's the scheme called where the person does it until it runs dry? They keep just switching from person to person to person. I don't know why I thought you would know.
I know what you're talking about, though. It's Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
You don't even get it.
It's
an Ocean's reference. You don't even get
I knew it was an Ocean's reference. First of all, you didn't give me time to say it, and I was about to say I'm going to call Livingston Dell,
okay.
but you didn't give me a chance to say that.
Well, there's no way to know for sure. If you were
Steven
going to say
Soderbergh,
what
what do you want to name these characters? I don't know, probably the stupidest shit I can imagine. What should we call this guy? I don't know, maybe Livingston. That's his last name. Oh, that's his first name.
First name, you idiot. Have you ever met someone
What's
with
his last name?
Livingston?
Dell. I would have believed Dell as a first name a lot more than I would have believed Livingston.
Yeah, Dell Livingston sounds like a name. Livingston Dell sounds like he made it up.
No. What should we call Casey Affleck and Scott Conn? Whenever I saw them together, they walked in. I just thought they look like Virgil and Turk. They're like, what? They're like Virgil and Turk. Oh my god, I want to pass out.
So now on this episode, wherever you want to title it, put parenthetical. I can say parentheses. I can't say the other version.
Parenthetical?
Yeah. And say feet.
What should we call Brad Pitt?
F-E-A-T.
What should we call Brad
Shut
Pitt?
up. This is a good idea.
What should we call Brad Pitt? Robert. Really?
Rusty.
God damn it.
Put parenthesis F-E-A-T period Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn's who did the impression before. And I got the Joe Rogan impression. And we'll put their faces in the thumbnails.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
We're just going to steal their entire whatever they posted.
No, put featuring the name of this episode. So anyone who sees the title thinks, oh my god, they got
What was that? Who was that?
You can't comprehend the intelligence of
Well, I think it was Stephen Colbert, that fucking soft brain moron who was talking to Eminem and was like, "What's featuring mean? What's a feat?" And Eminem was like, "What?" He's like, "What's a feat on a song? I've seen a lot of people getting feet. What is feet?" You remember that clip from like 10 years ago?
I do. I know it's Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert. It'd been really cool if Stephen Colbert, like, after the heartbreak of the Dating Carvey show being canceled, became a recluse and just never spoke to society ever again and was not a part of the zeitgeist because he's fucking terrible. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I guess we'll shun Jimmy Fallon next week.
chiquito.